When our fathers left on assignment, we had no way of knowing where they were or if they were safe. For many families, it meant weeks or even months of complete silence.
In the heart of West Texas, a quiet runway stretches across the landscape. But decades ago, this airfield was alive with the sound of jet engines and the training of thousands of United States Air Force pilots. This was Webb Air Force Base. Webb Air Force Base first opened in 1942 as Big Spring Army Airfield. In 1952, the base was officially renamed Webb Air Force Base in honor of Lieutenant James L. Webb. During World War II, it trained bombardiers for the Army Air Forces. After World War II, the base was temporarily closed. But as tensions grew during the Cold War, the need for trained pilots returned. Over the years, pilots at Webb trained in several aircraft. Among them were the T-37 Tweet, the T-38 Talon, and the F-104 Starfighter. These aircraft helped prepare pilots for high-performance fighter jets used by the United States Air Force. At its peak, Webb Air Force Base was home to thousands of military personnel and their families, with housing, schools, and facilities that supported daily life on the base. For many years, the base functioned almost like its own small town.
But the housing was absolutely beautiful. So, there was everything you could ever want as far as for a family.
The work was great. The people were great. The training, just pilot training, first jet pilot training for the pilots in the Air Force. We worked the T-37s, 38s, and the HH-43s, the rescue helicopters. So we had emergency helicopters. We worked with all of them because they needed instruments. Met my wife there. We got married. We had my youngest daughter there, and it was great.
My name is Debbie Reeves Pipes. My father, Master Sergeant Marion Bub Reeves, was stationed at Webb Air Force Base with the 331st Fighter Interceptor Squadron. He was also a licensed ham radio operator, call sign W5EGZ, and that would become incredibly important to us. In the 1960s, there was no internet, no cell phones, and even long-distance calls were expensive. International calls were out of the question. My father's work meant the squadron could be deployed at any time, day or night, anywhere in the world, often without warning. As families, we weren't told where they were going or how long they would be gone. I became a licensed ham radio operator at 11 years old, WA5KQM. We kept a daily schedule on a set frequency, and if my dad could reach a military amateur radio station wherever he had been sent, he would check in.
1966, my father was sent out on a routine mission it was to take the F-104 up to Mach 2. Of course, he didn't hear anything, but the whole plane just shuddered and all his lights came on. And if you've seen a picture of the F-104, it's like a lawn dart. So it immediately nosed over. But it was fairly traumatic because for just that 1 second, you think your father's gone, because more pilots died in that time frame, not necessarily at Webb, but certainly my father told me stories of other pilots that did die at Webb. So it was pretty scary.
Places like Webb Air Force Base shaped the lives of countless pilots, and through the memories of those who were here, its legacy continues. Today, the runways are quiet, but the stories of the people who trained here continue to live on.